Yo, what is good YouTube? I'm Richie Cam, and today I'm going to be bringing you all my review and first impression of the Adidas Marquee, or Mark. I'm not exactly sure how you pronounce it, but the Marquee Boost basketball shoes. Before we get started, if you all enjoy sneaker content just like this, do me a favor and hit that subscribe button down below. But anyways, let's get right into it. As always, starting off with the traction, the Marquee Boost features a full-length herringbone traction pattern, the traditional herringbone traction pattern. And when it comes to Adidas and herringbone, it almost always performs well. And on this pair, I don't think it's going to be any different. Combine that with this like gum sole, but it's like kind of translucent gum, I think the traction should be just fine. So one thing about the outsole on this pair of shoes is that around the pivot circle, or where the ball of your foot would be, the outsole actually has like an indented circle right here, and around the heel area there's like this little line or trench that pretty much runs throughout up until about the midfoot, and there's an indentation there as well. And this style of traction pattern, or like the outsole, is also featured on the Adidas Next Level. I have played in those ones and the traction was really nice, so I'm pretty sure that the traction is going to be really nice on this pair of shoes too. Like I said, it is herringbone, so herringbone almost always works. Moving on to the cushion, the Marquee Boost obviously features boost, and it's full-length boost. On the lateral side it is partially caged, whereas on the medial side it is fully uncaged. And this boost setup, I haven't really seen this specific shape of boost on an Adidas basketball shoe yet, so I can't really say how it's gonna feel, but it does follow the concept of having a thicker boost in the heel and a thinner boost in the forefoot, which allows for some impact protection, but also maintaining that court feel and responsiveness. Honestly, I don't think I've ever played in a pair of shoes with boost that was bad, so I feel like the Marquee Boost is going to be just fine in terms of cushion. Moving on to the materials, the Marquee Boost features a plethora of materials, mainly comprised of a mesh upper combined with some other synthetic textiles here and there, such as like on the midfoot area pretty much is where you get the synthetic leather and just like regular textile feel. Also around the back you do have like this nylon feeling material that pretty much wraps around the back of the heel area, and some textile here and there, but it's pretty much a mesh upper. That's what you're getting out of the shoe. And in hand the materials definitely don't feel like the best, but I feel like they're going to be just fine when it comes to performance basketball. One thing I can already tell you is, so I have played in these once, and the tongue material, although it looks pretty thick, it's actually really thin, and if you like to crank down your laces, you can kind of feel the laces digging in. I'm hoping that goes away, but I feel like that problem is basically going to persist. But that is just one thing I've noticed, and I'll probably get used to it, so I won't complain about it in the performance review, but that is just one thing to note. So moving on to the fit, I went true to size, and I think I could have gone down a half size, maybe even a whole size. I feel like the Marquee Boost runs pretty long, but in terms of width, I felt like true to size felt perfectly fine for me, and I'm a slightly wide footer. So if you go down a half size and you're a wide footer, you may feel a little bit of pressure around the forefoot area, but I can't really say as of right now because I am going true to size in these. Other than that, I feel like the materials do lie on your foot pretty nicely. So I think overall the fit is pretty damn good. So the Marquee Boost came out in like this high top and a low top version. And this high top version, you definitely feel like there's something around your ankles. This back part is definitely rigid, and there's definitely some kind of like hard material that runs through this area of the shoe to make sure it stays that way. If you all like the feeling of something around your ankles, I'd say definitely the high or the mid version is the way to go. But me personally, I don't like that feeling, and it's very restrictive. At least it feels restrictive for me. So that's just one thing to note about the differences between the high and the low version. But in terms of like just regular support, I haven't noticed any heel slippage. You do have your basic heel counter in the back, and you do have somewhat of a lateral outrigger from this midsole. And The Marquee Boost definitely features a stable frame that runs through the bottom of the shoe because you can see it through the translucent outsole. I haven't heavily played in these, so I can't tell you how good the support is going to be, but as of right now, it felt just fine. That's pretty much it for this review and first impression of the Adidas Marquee Boost. If you guys like this video, do me a favor and hit that subscribe button down below, and also smash that thumbs up button for me, as it really does help me out. Just keep in mind that, my performance review will be coming out in the next couple of weeks, so just stay tuned for that. Check out this video on my left and on my right, and I'll catch you guys next time. Peace.